This is Kanal Gadyog. In today's video, I shall be talking about certain questions which are personal in nature, which could be asked during your SSB interview. Aim is to understand why does the IO ask such questions and how should you handle them. As I said, these are typical questions which may sometimes be asked, may not necessarily be asked, but अगर आए पूछा जाए तो कैसे जवाब देना चाहिए, that is the aim. One such question could be, have you ever lied to your parents? Because it's difficult to say yes, and also if you say no, you don't sound convincing. Such questions, remember, are never to be answered in binaries or yes or no. Fine. Firstly, let's understand the process of lying. Lying is very, very natural for children. All children very naturally lie when they're small, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. They do that to save themselves. They do that to protect themselves. It's a natural phenomena by which they build up a defense for themselves. Right? And this should not be discouraged. It's a natural thing for a child to do that. One can expect that. Why? Because the child is still a child, very nascent. But when the child starts growing up, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years, he starts understanding the values in the family, values in the society. And very normally, a child doesn't lie, or he lies very less. But what happens when he has to accept a mistake, he also needs something called moral courage, which grows in a child as he grows through adolescence. You know, this courage develops as a child grows through adolescence. That is the transformative period. He understands the values. He can take a punishment. He can take a rebuke from the parents, but he develops courage to say, yes, I've done it. Very often children do that, but some children still don't do that. Some children will habitually lie. It can happen. Very few out of 10, maybe 2, 3. But when they speak a lie every time, what is happening is they also showing a lack of growth of moral courage, which also grows, right? And moral courage doesn't come just like that. See, it'll come when one takes responsibilities. It comes when one takes, yes, I've done it, you know. So you can face that thing, and that is also nurturing moral courage in a person, right? So that's how it happens. And as you grown up, we generally don't lie. Mostly. Some people may lie, but mostly don't lie. You're seen. But even at times, if somebody's lied or you've lied to help somebody, where the intention is not to cheat, I don't think that is a bad lie. Fine. So one is to have your mind clear for yourself. Lying is not good as you grown up, but to help somebody once in a while, occasionally, when the intention is not to cheat, it's okay. When lying to cheat somebody is not good. So that is the dividing line. So if you asked, the answer is not in a binary, yes or no. Yes, as a child I may have, but not as a grown up. And certainly not to cheat somebody. But that is how one should see it and answer in your own way. Another question which children have difficulty, or perhaps they don't realize when they speak, the most difficult period in your life, or the most challenging period in your life. Right? Now, the IOs may ask, and there are difficulties which everybody has had sometime or the other. They're a part of life. When the difficulties appear in life, they may appear very big, unsurmountable, but when they get over, they get over. Right? They leave an impression and generally a lesson for you to learn. What happens is there are two kinds of people. One who at the very outset, the first occasion he'll talk about 3, 4 difficult periods of his life. 10th mein kya hua, 11th mein kya hua, you know, something like that, which may have been slightly difficult, but it's not a good way to straightway talk of your difficulties. So difficulties come and go, they're part of life. So a better way would be to say that there's nothing very great that you can think of, and then wherever there were difficulties, I had the support of my parents or my family or my friends to get over it. That is a better way, a more mature way of answering these questions. Yes, he may say, then give an example, then you may give an example. This, of course, accepting that somebody has lost a very dear one in the recent past, of course, you can't say nothing very great. Obviously, you have to bring it out. And in that case, again, he like to understand what happened, what is the kind of loss, is a natural death or unnatural death, etc. I like to understand those circumstances, and then what role did you play? What are the support system available in the family in terms of people to take care and finances? Such questions can be asked. So, okay, he understands that. Sometimes candidates feel emotional when they speak. That understandable. The IO is empathetic. He'll try and control the candidate. He'll try and maybe give a glass of water once in a while. But he'll certainly walk through that period, try to understand you and your difficulties. But what happens in this case, sometimes the candidates, they try and build sympathy. The IO would certainly appear sympathetic. He listen carefully. But sometimes the candidates feel that this sympathy can help them. So therefore, their way of talking, the tone of talking changes, which is not good. Fine. So that the IO will generally catch on that. You don't build on sympathies. Fine. Remember, life has got difficulties and challenges. They'll come, but we have to learn to face them ourselves, take them on a stride, and handle them ourselves. Fine. Don't expect somebody to, out of sympathy, to help you out. That'll be a sign of weaknesses. Fine. So just take care of these things. Another video, I'll talk of a few more issues like this. Thank you.